And now.
Hi everyone, it's Leandra at the Lexington facility here. And joining us for our meet and greet today, which we're doing every day at noon, we're showing you a soon-to-be adoptable horse in this case, or a horse that's already available for adoption. So this is Unnamed Passion 2018. He's been leading himself. We intersected his turnout time with his buddy who's right now trying to eat Anna's hair.
Do we want to see it? Let's see if he'll do it. Just for fun. Can I switch it? Ah!
So that's pretty helpful, eating Anna.
Behind the camera, this is the two. Okay, back to you.
So this guy, we've been calling him Passion, which is really his mom's name, which is why he's Unnamed Passion 2018, because he was Passion's baby in 2018. So he's just a 2-year-old, and what we've been doing with him is, even though he's been started under saddle and had time at the track and exercise, we've been just playing with him on the ground and working on some ground manners, minding space. He's basically a big dog in his attitude, but given that he's so young, we're not pushing him into a heavy training cycle. We're just trying to get him going in all the foundational work so that when he does get going later on, that he'll be ready to go and have a nice start. One of the things we love about him is that personality. He's always really happy-go-lucky. Like I said, he kind of acts like a big dog. He will entertain you for hours, just endlessly. But he's also really sweet, and he kind of has that dopey baby attitude. Like, he doesn't always have the best sense of space, and he can kind of be in your bubble, and he can be a little mouthy because he's trying to explore his environment. He's just curious and goofy. And he actually, the only reason he stopped racing was
Out of training.
What'd you say?
Training. Yeah.
Was since he didn't race, it's just he stopped training. He has some abnormal veins. It's pretty neat. You can see, especially here, like this is just a little scabby spot, but he has big veins, and they tried to surgically correct it, and his body just wanted to be like that, but it's just a cosmetic issue, and it shouldn't pose any issues to him down the line. He's already started to fill out with these big joints and kind of a bigger build. Hi, Benny. So we're really excited to see how he turns out, how he'll grow up to be and look, but wait, back up. So again, working on ground manners and just learning to be a respectful gentleman.
We have a question. Does mouthy mean he bites, and how old is he?
They all can bite, obviously, but it all is like start somewhere. So he doesn't bite in a mean way. He can like grab your clothing, and that might end up making him, if he goes to grab your clothing, he might grab your skin. So that could be biting, but the intent is definitely not there. He's not malicious, but that's why we want to work on stopping that behavior before they could accidentally hurt you, because generally they don't mean to. Sometimes a horse will actually mean to. A lot of ours just are goofy. They want to be kind of like in your pocket and touching you, but they just don't really have the sense that, you're not another horse, and that's not how people play with each other. They're just trying to be part of the crew. So, what we'll do is...
How do you correct that? So
what I just did is sort of one solution. Backing them out of your space is a great way to show authority without... you don't have to, you're better off not being really physical with them, because if they escalate, you're kind of screwed being a person and they're a 1,100-pound animal. But if he gets mouthy, I'll back him up out of my space, and like I have a lead rope, so he has to stick around. Or if he's wanting to bite, if he's wanting to like grab onto my clothing, I'll use like a flat palm and sort of push him away, and you can sort of like, pulse it. So you could be like a little more forceful, but it's like pushing them out of your space. But some horses, if you like smack them, then they can come back and actually bite you. Again, you don't have the physical advantage. We have thumbs, but we don't have a, you know, when it comes to like weight, you don't really want to be picking fights with them that you can avoid. So one of the things, if they're really bad, I'll like put my thumb inside of their mouth, kind of like if they're gonna accept a bit, and it just sort of like resets them, because you see he opens his mouth to be like, ew, stop. And like if we're putting a bit in their mouth, that's a lot of times how you'll do it, stick your finger in there. But they can't bite you like that, and then he's gonna try to be like actively getting my hands away from his mouth, which is in essence what we're trying to do, get our fingers out of their mouth.
And don't you think a lot of it they outgrow, because he's not even two,
Well,
just turned 2, so.
Yeah, a lot of our horses are, you know, we don't have a lot of 2-year-olds, but we have a lot of 3 and 4-year-olds, and definitely with maturity, and of course setting those ground rules early on, like the stage that they're in when they're with us, is very pivotal in deciding whether those behaviors stay or go. But we have a lot of horses who just are mouthy in that sort of way. They just want to be with you and be around you, but not meaning to bite, but it can easily escalate to that. So that's why it's so important to stop. Hi! Rambo's decided to join us. And actually, if we don't have any other questions or he's needed,
We'll have you talk about his previous injury. He doesn't have any injuries.
he does not have any injuries. He just has abnormally large veins, which you can see, but they're just cosmetic blemishes.
We're back.
Rambo, go on.
Okay, we're back.
All right. So Pretty Temple and Rambo were just playing, and now he's gonna go pester Pretty Temple. He's a goofy baby. We're gonna give him lots of room because, again, you know, they think they're playing, but playing for a horse is a little different than people, even dogs. But he has this really goofy personality. I don't know if you saw Olive or when we tuned back in.
It cut right off for some reason.
He has a really good sense of balance. Like he kind of like was taking really tight turns. And he switches his leads easily, and he's like kind of ready to turn and burn. And he's just a little full of himself right now and showing off. He knows he's on display. But he's actually a really good turnout buddy for Pretty Temple. Pretty Temple was picked on in a different group, and Passion just makes a really good play buddy. Again, showing off. But he is actually, like, he'll kind of pester Pretty Temple and try to get him to play, but he is very kind. And he has this nice floaty trot. It's like, I think that he is going to be absolutely stunning. He could be a really lovely sport horse prospect. He has those big bones. He has really nice angles. He's really sturdy. And he has that really personable attitude of like the big dog that a lot of people look for. He's kind of hilarious. But he was really easy when we were going to take pictures of him. Like, he was a pretty easy study. He stood still and tried to pay attention. Like, he tries really hard. And I think he's gonna, right now he stands, I think we measured him right under 16 hands. He'll definitely mature to over 16 hands with the rate he's going. He's got some chrome in the back there. It's really just
Some halter tag.
funny, yeah. Get a nice game of halter tag, but Pretty Temple plays too. Which again, like when we saw him in a group where he was suppressed by some of the stronger egos, that he really didn't play. So this is great to see the two of them getting along as well as they have. He's tired himself out a little bit. And then back to grazing. And this is what they do most of the day, is just graze. Oh, he's going back to Rambo. They're really just two kids. Basically, Rambo thinks he's a horse, and Passion thinks that he's a dog, so Rambo. They're a good match. But there he is, little floaty gaits, and he's striking. Just trying to pester his friend now. That's what boys do, right? When they, like kids, they just wrestle each other. That's how boys get along, right? A lot of our geldings, they like to play what we call halter tag. They try to grab each other's faces by the halter. They try to grab each other's halter and like play like that. And it's funny because you don't see the girls do that hardly ever. And so the boys always come in with these little scratches all over themselves from just like nipping and playing. And the girls usually come in clean and spotless. Whoa. Do you have any other questions?
Not yet. Sorry, we got cut off. I don't know, we were filming and it just shut down, so.
For anyone who missed it, we're looking at Unnamed Passion 18 and Pretty Temple. Pretty Temple is the one who's really dark, and Passion was the one being a butthead right there. He is very goofy, playing with Rambo. Whoop. He regained himself pretty easily. Rambo, stop. Rambo, come here. Oh, see, Pretty Temple tried to get him back too. He's like, I'm tough too. They're funny. Rambo, come here. Come on, that's enough. You did a nice job. What a good cameo. But Passion, Rambo, come here. Stay. Passion, which is actually his mom's name. We just kind of nicknamed him that because it's cute. He has no known injuries. He just has what is a cosmetic blemish of having abnormally large veins, which you can see in his legs. Boys. They were very calmly grazing before. Rambo! Hey! Before we came in.
Taunting him. Yeah,
Yeah, he really is taunting him. Rambo, you're an ass for it. Asking for it. Rambo, stop. Now he's gonna run over here. Safety! Rambo, come here. You did a great job. You can stop. So there he is. Passion, Unnamed Passion 18. We're not going to do a ton of under saddle stuff with him just because he's so young. You stay there. Good boy.
But he's already broke to ride. He was started in October.
Yep, he's had lots of time under saddle. He knows how to do it, so nobody would have to be really green breaking him. Good boy. And he's really sweet. He has a lovely build to him. I think he's going to make a really talented sport horse.
So he would be a nice project for somebody, right?
Yes, absolutely. You wanted to take your time with him, understand that he's still young. He's not of the age where you should really be like jumping him around full courses yet, but he's already saddle broke and has some good mileage underneath him already. So when he wants to take their time, you can have a really nice project. Just a big dog. Good boy. Yes, you're goofy. He likes to lead himself too. Hi. Hi. He's also really brave. When we did a free lunge with him in the indoor, he just followed around Julie for most of it. It was hard to get him to move out and do his own thing because he was so curious about what was going on. But he, when going over a ground pole, he leaped over it.
So what discipline do you think he would be best suited for?
I think based on the way he's built and the way he moves, he could definitely be a show hunter. I think he could be a nice show jumper too. I'm a little bit biased in my background, but just, in the things that we look for, those can be extremely competitive sports, and he would definitely fit the bill for a horse that would look like and act like a good young prospect. He definitely meets the expectations of what you'd be looking for at this age. Hi! It's pretty funny. And I don't know if you can even see in the camera the cosmetic blemish I was talking about with the abnormally large veins. I mean, they really is barely discernible. So even a ring like Hunter's where you'd be looking, you know, you're not wearing boots, so you, like any blemishes like that would stand out more. You really can't tell unless you're looking for them, so I don't think he'd have any issues there. Well, if you've missed out on the live and you have any other questions, feel free to type them into the comments and we'll work on getting them back to you as we're able. But thank you all for joining us today, and tune back in tomorrow at noon. We'll be showing you more adoptable horses.